think of an Easter egg hunt, you probably think of something like this. But take a look closer. This is a specially designed Easter egg for someone who is visually impaired or even completely blind. Now, lucky for me, I'm here with Fire Marshal Brennan Briggs of Marque Fire Station. You guys in Marque County are doing something really, really special this Easter. Can you kind of tell us about it?
Yeah, so we found out about this program through the International Association of Bomb Technicians and Investigators. It's a program called the Rachel Project. And actually one of their members, it's probably been 10, 15 years ago, came up with this idea for his blind daughter. And he started seeing that she wanted to participate but really couldn't and didn't have that sense of accomplishment or excitement when somebody would walk her over to an Easter egg and put her hand on it and she would collect it like, you know, the typical Easter egg hunt. So he came up with this idea to make them beat. People that are blind and visually impaired rely on their other senses, sound being one of them. And he was able to create this program where she could feel that sense of accomplishment and independence and go out and find her own eggs.
So this is a process. Everything that you have laid out on this table, why don't you take me through what you have laid out? Because
Sure.
we kind of start with the shell of an Easter egg, right? These holes had to be melted in. You guys had to drill out holes on the bottom. How time consuming was that initial start?
In a nutshell, or in an eggshell, I guess, it's just piece by piece. So the components themselves are pretty simple. We have a switch to turn it on and off. So it sits down in the bottom, and we have the buzzer that actually emits the sound. And that goes up there in the top through those melted holes so they can hear it. And then we have the battery clip where we hook one of our 9-volt batteries, and that'll make it beep. So we actually have one that's complete over here as well.
Okay, this one right here?
Yep, so all you have to do on either one of those is connect the battery. That one has the battery connected.
The battery's connected here.
Right, so once it's in there, you can click the egg back together.
Okay, click this back.
And then just turn the switch on.
Okay. Let's talk about people that can sign up.
Anybody that's blind or visually impaired, or even the siblings of those that are blind and visually impaired, we wanted to include them too. So we're gonna have blindfolds for them. We thought it might be kind of cool for those siblings to experience maybe what their brother or sister or cousin or nephew or what they're going through. And they don't really get to see like how challenging it may be for them. So we thought, hey, you know, why not? We'll just open it up to everybody. So no age limit. If we have an adult that comes out that wants to hunt for an Easter egg because they've never got to do it before, then we'll do it. But at the end of the day, the main goal that when I heard about this and wanted to do it in our city was if I get one child that gets to experience this and they've never been able to do that before, then that makes all of this work worth it for me. Mm-hmm. If we can have one child experience that for the first time and have that excitement and just get to feel that independence and accomplishment, then that's a win for us. So hopefully it's a lot bigger than one, but if it's one, then that accomplishes the goal that I set out to do.
It seems like it'd be a win for the entire community. Not one taxpayer dollar is going to be spent on this. Can you tell people how the community really came together and said, we're really in, we support this?
Yeah, absolutely. So our International Associations of Firefighters, Local 3282, which is our firefighter union here in Marque, they heard about the idea and they said, hey, you know, we want to donate all the supplies. We want to donate all the switches, all the eggs, all the wiring, all the beepers, all the batteries. They wanted to give us everything. To just have it where we don't have to stress out about going door to door and asking for donations or anything like that. So they've actually been able to recoup some of their donation from local businesses that heard about it and said, hey, you know, I really want to help out with that.
As I'm learning more and more about the Rachel Project and this event you guys are putting on, it makes me happy that we're focusing on inclusivity for different communities, people that maybe have been left out in previous years. Tell me, what inspired you? What is your why when it comes to the first annual Easter egg hunt?
Yes, so I am the mother of 5 kids, and 2 of my children actually have an autism diagnosis. When you have a child that has a disability or mentally impaired of some sort, I think that as a mom, you know that you're going to face judgment out in the world when your child, you know, either has a meltdown or, you know, is not acting typical. But that can sometimes be a little intimidating to go out in public, and we're making this event happen because we want to give the opportunity to these parents and their children to kind of sit back and be like, okay, this is a safe place. We're gonna pair up firefighters and police officers that are volunteering their time with each child that shows up. That way their parents can kind of step back and, you know, take pictures, enjoy the day. It's going to be a great event. We're going to have an Easter Bunny visit for pictures. We're going to have a live bunny petting zoo, and we hope that everybody shows up like ready to have some fun.
So if you happen to be in Lamarck, what is the date of the Easter egg hunt?
It's going to be April 12th, 1 to 4. But of course, if you show up and you want to hunt some eggs and you were running a little late, we'll throw some eggs out there for you.
Okay, so if you're in Lamarck from 1 to 4 and you hear the sound, just know there's an Easter egg hunt going on. As Patty mentioned, if you'd like to attend the upcoming Easter egg hunt for blind and visually impaired children, we have information for that. They do prefer you register for it, but like Patty said, they're not going to turn anyone away. So I'll put all the information right here. It's Mac McGaffey Highland Bayou Park. There's the address. They'll have the petting zoo, the food, the refreshments, the prizes, the giveaways. I'll put all that info on HoustonLife.tv.
Everyone should be able to enjoy an Easter egg hunt.
Yeah,
Really cool what they're doing.